Hello guys, today I will be talking about Assassin's Creed Valhalla, what we know about it and what I think about it. We just got trailer couple days ago and it really didn't serve justice for what we know about the game so far, so let's get into it. So trailer showed us a couple of characters, showed us that we are playing in Norway and in England, and we know that major cities in England include Winchester, London and York. So main character of the game is Eivor. He is a Viking and he will be a leader of the group that is descending to the England, and so far we know that he along the way the story meets with an assassin and somehow gets a hidden blade. Of course, from trailer we know that Eivor is wearing a hidden blade upside down, and developers give us a reason for that. So reason is because he thought that weapon was so cool that he didn't want to hide it from his enemies. And we don't know if he becomes assassin during the game, but we know that they have a common cause in game and they are working together. And that big plus here, unlike Odyssey that doesn't have a hint of Assassin's Creed in it. So developers also told us that Valhalla will retain some mechanics from Odyssey, such as being able to choose whether you play female or male, but this time it should be incorporated in lore, both female and male part of the story somehow, so I'm curious how will that play out. Also, we know that leveling up system will not be the same. In fact, there will not be levels like in Origins or Odyssey games before, but the game will be focused on skills and gear. So upgrades of skills and upgrades of gear will give you a better stats, not your level. Also, they told us that there will be a multiple types of enemy and always a fresh enemy will come. So I guess over the course of the gameplay we'll have a lot of enemies that show up only later in the game, and they told us that special skills are needed for types of enemies. Also, we know that dual wielding will be a thing in the game, so you can dual wield axe, sword or any weapon that is available in the game, even the shields, they confirmed that. So there will be a plenty of customizable options in the game regarding your hairstyle, tattoos, weapons, gear, and also your settlement that you will be able to build any way you want. Also, we know that you are getting a new companion in the game. In fact, instead of eagle this time you will have a raven. Also, combat will also be different to suit a Viking style, so in combat there will be available dismemberments and beheadings. However, as far as we know, naval battle will not be a thing in this game, or it will be just a small amount of it in this game, because they told us that Vikings had a fast ship, not necessarily a ships equipped for battles. So I think I now covered a lot of stuff about the game that we know, and now I'm gonna go on my opinion. Actually guys, I forgot very important thing, and that's the main enemy, and the main enemy in this game is Alfred the Great. He was king of Wessex, and of course he ruled in the 9th century, so game is taking place in 9th century. With that said, let's go on my opinion. Well, with how they are explaining to us the gameplay and lore, this seems like a good Assassin's Creed games. They also said this will show a pivotal moment in Brotherhood or in the life of Eivor. Maybe he joins the assassins, maybe he doesn't, but this will be a pivotal moment in history, and they always show us some pivotal moments in history, especially this team. I mean, with Black Flag we have a pivotal moment for Assassin Brotherhood, and in Origins of course that's a pivotal moment, and it's an Origins of the Hidden Ones. So I think this game will took a lot of inspiration from Black Flag, minus the naval battles of course, but story-wise I think it will be a similarly paced as a Black Flag with a better combat system and RPG added on. Uh, there's a lot of RPG elements, but developers said that they don't want to destroy an Assassin's Creed experience with an RPG element. So, for example, while Odyssey had a dialogue choices that were very different from actual personality of character you played, dialogue choices in Valhalla will remain inside set personality window that they predetermine. So that's a big plus for me. What's also a big plus for me is that they said that story will remain inside already established rules in Assassin's Creed universe. So that means that maybe there will not be some animus shenanigans like in Odyssey. And also I'm glad to tell you that this game will take a grounded approach when it comes to mythology, and they said that religion was integral part of Viking society, so they are not removing it, but it will be more like in Origins and less like in Odyssey. So Odyssey was full on fantasy, and this will be a more grounded approach. Also, as I said, the story is taking place in 9th century, so that's well beyond the events of Origins, and Origins is the beginning of Assassins, so this should be just okay when it comes to a timeline, not like an Odyssey that wasn't Assassin's Creed game and that someone made it into Assassin's Creed game just to sell well. Also, I'm happy to see an urban setting like in London, so maybe parkour is very good at this game. Honestly, I would like a parkour from AC2 but more refined, because other AC games that are newer have a animation based parkour, so they just play animations and don't require any skill. Honestly, they probably will not change that because they stick with animation style parkour for a long amount of years, so that's unlikely change, but hey, after Odyssey, anything that resembles Assassin's Creed is welcomed, so I think this will be a pretty damn good game. Now, we cannot know that before game launches, so speaking of game launch, Assassin's Creed Valhalla will be a launch title for PS5 and Xbox Series X, so probably launching on same day as consoles are, so we don't know exact date, but it's launching for PC and older generation of consoles, so PS4 and Xbox One, as well as new consoles. So I think that's it for me. If you like this video, leave a like. Bye guys.